And we're back for another episode of the Armchair Pundits Weekend Review Show. Well, it's almost midweek now. And as you can see, we have an extremely happy once again, Bevan, because Arsenal have officially been crowned champions of the Premier League 2025-2026. Congratulations, Bevan.
James, we're going to need a bit more enthusiasm from you there. A little bit more enthusiasm, please.
I'm overjoyed. The excitement is seeping out of me. Now, listen, best team over the season has won the league, which is fair enough. City tried, but what they showed today is what they've showed throughout most of the season. So, what can we do? What can we do? It's going to be a long summer, isn't it? Come on, a very long summer.
Very long.
So, without wasting any time, we'll move on. We've got the congratulations out of the way. We'll move on to. Can we stop him just finding it? Come on.
Listen, it's going to be a long summer. Yeah. And we're smiling like this for the next couple months still.
You man made me sick, bro.
For real. All right, cool. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with guest the player.
Yeah.
Guest the player?
Yeah, we'll do the guest the player.
Alright, cool.
Let's see if you've got this one, fellas. So, this player started off at Metz.
Yeah, got it.
Oh. Then he went to Monaco, then he went to Arsenal, then Man City, then Real Madrid on loan, then Tottenham, then Crystal Palace, then Bakkeshire, then he went to Kayaspor, then he went to Olympia. Who is this player? Bevan's already got it, so it's down to you in a month. Do you know who this is?
Bevan, go on, mate. You want to win something else? Go for it.
I thought you might want to get it.
Give me a layup right there. Go on then.
You give me a layup. Adebayor?
Yes, it is Adebayor. So, second to last one of the season, I thought I might make it easy, make it quick, and in honour of the new Premier League champions, I thought I'll put an Arsenal player in there. Can't say I'm not fair. That's the last bit of fairness for tonight. Let's move on to the predictions table. And boy, it's going to be very interesting this week.
That last week is going to be close, isn't it?
Yes. I can't even deny it. It is going to be close. As you can see, last week looked like this. And after the results of this game week, it now
going
looks
to
like
the
this.
wire, like Kanye says, boy.
Yep, it is going to the wire. So, Leon had a good week.
No one got 6 points.
Yeah.
Oh no, Leon did.
Leon got 6 points. Sorry, you got 7.
Yeah.
So well done you.
Yeah.
Right. Leon actually predicted his team would lose, and it actually helped him. It got him the 4 points.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a tough one. I do have Leon's scores, but I haven't looked at them yet. I've got Daryl's predictions.
So you say?
No, I've looked at Daryl's. I can't lie. I've looked at Daryl's. Leon's ones, I don't remember what he has. So, what I'll probably do is go first and do theirs after. So that it doesn't look sus, as my son likes to say.
Don't let no one tell you that you're cheating, James, bruv.
No,
you're
that's
good
what
for
I'm
your
going to put mine out there. There's already one score that's going to be the same, but what can we do? Liverpool don't score that many goals, so I can't be predicting big wins for Liverpool right now, can I?
I can't believe that Mont's actually put United to draw.
I know. And Arsenal. Did he not put Arsenal to draw as well?
He did, but the Arsenal draws hate. That's not because he thought Arsenal were going to draw. That was hate.
Mate,
that was a wish.
It would have been a joy if VAR done their job. But anyway.
How would that have been a draw if VAR done their job?
Because you guys would have had 10 men.
Yeah, we'll come on to that. We'll come on to that.
You guys been doing it all season,
in a couple of minutes.
Still. Sick.
I'll let you talk.
I don't even want to be here, bro. I swear to God. This is going to be the worst pod you've experienced from me in ever.
Bro,
this is going to be
about last season when Liverpool won it?
Bro,
what do you mean?
The pod was fine last season.
No one was watching that. No one was watching that.
What are you talking about? We got bare views on that. We got over 400 views on that. What are you talking about? Or 4,000, sorry.
Did we actually?
Yeah, over 4,000 views on that one, bro.
1,000.
Yeah, 4,000. Yeah. Don't tell us ourselves short. So, let's get it over and done with. Originally, it was Man City game was first because I thought they were going to win today. But we had to change the order and change the title of this. So, Gunners still glory after Kroupi stunned City. So, talk to us. I know you're happy. I know you're happy. You got away with you got away with not playing with 10 men. Don't think it would have mattered personally because Burnley are that poor that you probably still wouldn't have conceded a goal with 10 men. But you rode your luck as you have throughout the whole season. But listen, champions get lucky throughout. Find me a champion that wasn't lucky and they're not a champion. So, congratulations. Your performance yesterday wasn't great. It wasn't the greatest. It was a bit tetchy. Could you have scored a few more goals? Yes. Were you nervous? Yeah, I'm not sure why though. Do you know why? Other than inexperience?
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think they've not been here at this time of the season when it's in our own hands, not with 2 games to go, knowing that we have to win both games. I think that's what it was. I think that in the first half, we could have scored more goals and we were a lot better in the first half. There was a lot of more intricate play, but then in the second half, we were making silly mistakes, but it's just that Burnley just had nothing in attack. That Hannibal guy, he was meant to be somebody at United where, oh my word, he's poor, man. He's where he's supposed to be. And I think that it was just one of those, it got to a certain point where we're just trying to see the game out. I do agree that Havertz might have been a bit lucky to stay on the pitch.
After trying to say it might have, Just say it was, bro. Just say it was. It's a red card.
I'm just it's a red. No, yeah, hold on one second because we've seen those kind of tackles this season and players not Phil Foden, Dalot, and that Dalot one was worse, and he stayed on the pitch.
It was.
So
yeah, but you got to remember something. Look at where the referee was standing when Havertz done the tackle.
Brother,
the referee was right on top of the incident.
Yeah, he was.
The cameras were slightly irrelevant. He saw it, and they bottled it in the story.
Now, cameras are relevant because they both went to VAR. So VAR had a chance to sit there and say. But the things I don't think they sent. I think the difference with I think it might have been both of them. They didn't send him to the screen yesterday, and I think they should have. They made a decision that. I don't know. They might have said it wasn't forceful enough, but it was a dangerous tackle as far as I was concerned. That's where it falls for me. It falls under dangerous.
It was a nasty tackle. It was a nasty tackle.
It wouldn't have made a difference. Let's be honest. I don't think it would have made a difference.
No, I feel
Saka getting an assist, coming good at the right time, come back from injury, looking better. Obviously, with you having the Champions League next weekend, do you reckon you're going to rest key players, because you got nothing to lose? There's no point.
I think he might rotate. I think he might rotate them, some of them to against Palace. I think it's just going to be one of those like day after the Lordsmere show where it's not a lot is going to happen in that game. I can't see both teams actually going for it because Palace have got their final a couple of days afterwards. And I don't think anybody at Arsenal is going to want to get any injuries. So I can kind of see it kind of petering it out in a 0-0 draw, really.
I don't think the quality is going to be in that match. I think we both know it. I did hear a little bit of a snig, and I'm not sure if you or James can confirm it, but apparently I've got to stop saying that now, innit? So Arsenal winning the league activates his signing to Arsenal. Crystal Palace get like 10 or something like that, 10 million or something like that on the back of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one Now there's definitely nothing for them to play for. I just feel like that's going to be a stalemate, that game. Do you know, for all we know, Crystal Palace could beat them. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them.
matter,
Arsenal got...
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter.
No.
They've got the money because they've won the league. And, well...
But I don't think Arsenal are going to want to go there to lose because they want to keep up momentum for the Champions League, for the Champions League final.
But they're not going to have their first team. That's what, like James said. Do you reckon they're going to start their first team though?
Yeah, I think that like you might see Martinelli, you might see Madueke.
I said your first team.
And,
you're just saying who else outside of them?
Outside of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is Lewis Skelly going to play the final? Because he didn't play yesterday.
I think he might play the final. That's why I don't think he played yesterday. I think he might play the final.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to play Eze and Odegaard in the midfield. You might.
Nah.
I don't think he's going to do that. But yeah, it wasn't.
Not to begin with, anyway.
No. Yesterday's game wasn't a great game of football, but it didn't have to be. We just had to get the win. And before the game, you're hoping that I'm hoping that we smash Bournemouth. Well, not Bournemouth, Burnley because of the goal difference.
Yeah.
And because you never know if Man City are going to win today, and so you if you smash them, then you go into that Crystal Palace game with less pressure, and I think that it was watching it back. It did seem a bit nervy at times, and you don't want that kind of nerves on the last game of the season. But we got the win. We got out of there unscathed. It was very comfortable. Burnley did not look like they was going to lay a glove on us. And as James said, even with 10 men, I still don't think they could have. They would have scored even if we played until today. They didn't look like they had any chances or anything that was going to trouble the keeper. I don't even think Raya had to make a save.
I think he made one save and it weren't really nothing to shout about.
No. And then we roll on today. And I said a couple of weeks ago, I think Daryl asked me and I said that I would take 1-0s from now until the end of the season. I didn't mean it literally, but I'm glad that we got those 1-0s because we've won the league, brothers. You know what I mean? Sorry, I've won the league, brothers. And and I said a couple of weeks ago that we might win it before the last game of the season as well, because Bournemouth was going to be a tricky game for City, and they're fighting for something, and that showed today.
All right, so I did say a couple of weeks ago, I've been saying it, that I don't believe Arsenal are going to do the double.
Yeah.
And in my head, that was based around them taking this to the final day of the season. So now you guys have won it with a game in hand. I feel like now I'm a little bit more reserved on whether or not I feel like this game against PSG is a banker for PSG. I do feel like Arsenal have probably gone up a little bit more in odds on whether or not it's going to work out for them, as in they're not going to get completely trampled over. Look, you guys done a good job, man. You've managed to fool and get around the officiating for this season. You haven't received one red card somehow, even though you've headbutted, you've pulled players to the ground, you've basically been doing wrestling in the beginning of the season.
Don't forget kicking Barry in the middle, like.
Oh yeah, and kicking players, but all's fair in love and when Arsenal win the league. So
no penalties.
Wait, hold on. Are you actually going to say that? Wait, hold on.
Well done, man.
Wait, well done. Wait, so when this is
that was a congratulation. That was an introduction to the congratulations.
That wasn't a congratulations. That was a backhanded compliment because you've had decisions go your way as well.
I don't do that.
That's 100%.
No, but you see what happens, when decisions go our way, there's a balance. Yeah, the footballing gods introduce a balance, because we also get it taken away, right? With you guys, what's been happening is things have been progressively getting worse throughout the season. And it was from December, I've been saying, you guys, it's yours to lose. All the stars were aligning for you guys. And when I was saying about the bottle, I was just like, I can see that the league want you to win it. A very close and clever friend of mine found a clip of some of the Premier League hierarchy talking about the way that they orchestrate or want the Premier League to look. And how they've said it is every 6 years they want a new person's name etched into the trophy. And there's their person. They've crafted it nicely just for you.
Do you know what?
Guys,
Do you know what?
lap it up.
Do you know what? Do you know why that's such a bad take? Because that means that the whole Premier League is on the hook, bros. That means Liverpool fans have got to give Slot a blab because it's not his fault, bros. He's been told to throw it. That's what you're basically saying. You're saying that the league have given it to Arsenal and they wanted them to have it. That means everybody who's won the Premier League titles, they're tainted, brother.
We haven't been told to throw it. We just decided ourselves to throw it.
No,
bro. Karen, do what you're doing. We don't even need to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
You just still a job yourselves.
Yeah,
He's been told to down tools, bruv,
bruv.
and he's down tools, you get me? And that means that if United win the league in the next couple of years, how do we know that their one isn't tainted too, bro? How do we know that their one isn't
true.
Let's not go that far.
True.
United win the league.
But
no, but I'm just saying.
Let's not go that far.
next season.
I'm just saying, it can't. It's not just Arsenal's. It's everybody's. If it's Arsenal's, then it's everybody's.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you guys are happy with the way you won the league this season, congratulations to you. I'm glad you're happy.
Bruvs.
I'm glad you're happy.
What did James say when he said a couple of weeks ago about them being the worst Premier League winners? Title retained.
No. That goes reigning champions. You mean?
Yeah, the worst reigning champions. But what did James say? Champions. So that's what I'm saying. You said worst winners. All I heard was winners. We are the Premier League winners, bruvs.
Well
and
done.
I'm happy.
Well
Premier
done.
League winners, gold, brother.
Well done.
Silverware.
Can we move on from this segment? Can we get out of this segment somehow?
Ringing down my phone in excitement right now. I'm on a pod, bro. Stop calling me.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you now. Yeah, my phone's been on Do Not Disturb. My phone has been on Do Not Disturb since 90 minutes when City lost drew with Bournemouth. My phone's been on Do Not Disturb.
Hey, bruvs, what a goal from Kroupi, bruvs.
Yes,
what a goal from Kroupi.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
poor defending.
Let's move on.
Poor defending.
Yeah, you know what? It is and it isn't. He didn't get closed down quick enough, but at the same time, when he takes it on his back foot, it's a quick draw, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's in a Western, bruv.
Yeah.
Back foot touch and bang. He didn't
Great goal.
So,
Best youngster this season. Next to Mainu, he's probably the best youngster, I think.
No.
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly's better than Mainu this season. Let's
have it right.
Let's have it right. O'Reilly has had a much better season.
Man said Mainu.
Considering Mainu missed 3/4 of the season.
So what?
He was in exile, bruvs.
Exactly, bro.
And you're going to say he's been the best youngster?
Bruno was in exile, but he still managed to conjure up 20 assists this season.
Bruno's played 30 games this season.
Yeah, brother, he's still in exile, man. He's playing in the sixth, but he don't play there.
Bro, Bruno has played 1 game a week. It's good to look good. It's easy to look good when you're playing 1 game a week.
But yeah, the Kroupi goal, you can't take it away from him. To be fair, since Semenyo left, he has emerged like a phoenix, bruv. Honestly. Because there were little sniggers when Semenyo was at Bournemouth, and Rayan, Kroupi, and even, is it Tavernier? Tavernier. Them guys, they've been... Tavernier. Bruv, you know my thing with the names. Like, I think the subs they all know it. But they know who I'm talking about. You guys know who I'm talking about. They've been something special for their manager, man, and warranted. There's 1 more game left, but I don't see them being able to get Champions League spots, so they're just gonna have to take Europe for now, I think.
Well, they can if for some reason somehow we win our game and Villa lose their game. If Villa finish 5th, then they get Champions League because of finishing 6th.
Is that the permutation?
That's
right.
The permutation, and also one that I don't want to see happening. If we lose by 3 goals and they win by 4 goals, then they usurp us.
Wow.
So there's a 6-goal swing for them to go above us. And listen, they're unbeaten in 16 now, which is crazy. Yeah, my man's walking out the door and he's walking out unbeaten in 16, potentially unbeaten in 17. And
it's a hell of a stat, man.
Yeah.
Have they said where he's going yet?
He hasn't said no.
No.
He's keeping it real quiet, innit? He's keeping it real quiet.
Then, but they've already taken the former Dortmund manager, Terzic.
Could he be going to Napoli? Do you reckon? Because what's his name's gone now, isn't it?
But that was only today though. So he announced that today. He could, but I think he said he wants to stay in the Prem.
Oh,
So it could even be a Liverpool.
I'm about to say.
Our guys are the ones that brought Richard Hughes, is the one that brought him in, but Slot has been adamant that he's staying. But we'll get onto that anyway. We'll get onto that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen,
Hey, there's
Bournemouth
been a lot going on over the
had a
last couple
great
of days.
season. Yeah, it has.
Yeah,
It
sorry.
has. Yeah, Bournemouth had a great season. They deserve Europe, and the new manager Marco Rose coming in, very good manager. I don't think he's good enough for like the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Man Uniteds, but for that level, and with good European experience, it's a good signing for them. So
It's also the expectation level as well, isn't it, James? He's going in there, and Bournemouth's expectation that won't be as high as some of them other clubs you mentioned. So he's not going in with that too much pressure. Although, following what this manager's leaving in his wake, that could come with its own pressures, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so listen. Well, the other point, as we are still on Man City, Pep. It is being said that
No, it's
they
confirmed.
said he's left, he's gone.
He's
Apparently
gone.
he's not happy because he's not happy it's been leaked. But they've been having leaks all season. I even saw a video of, I think they're practicing for Bernardo Silva's leaving, and there's like all 20 trophies in the middle of the
Yeah.
pitch. So I don't know if it was his or if it was Guardiola's.
Yeah.
So it could have been either or. But with him leaving, I know your answer, so I'm not going to ask you. Has it been? Was it 21 trophies?
No, that was one. I was just pointing 115.
Oh, okay.
That's how much. That's how much charges are coming for them, boy. When Pep leaves, bro, I'll tell you
Yeah,
that for free.
possibly. So I'm not going to ask you because I know your answer is going to be. So I'll ask you, Bevan. Has he been the best manager in Premier League era?
What?
People are asking if he's going.
20 trophies, bro. 20 trophies in 10 years.
Yeah.
Boy, he could be. He could be.
This is bananas.
And you say that, but he's done a 4-peat, bruvs. He's won.
He's done a 4-peat, bro, but he's also had a flipping treasure chest of.
So what did Fergie
coin.
have?
You
He had
the
coin,
chest,
bro.
You had it, bro.
What?
Fergie
No,
had coin.
wait. You gotta remember when we was in our pomp, yeah. When we dominated, we didn't spend as much as what Man City are doing now, bro. A lot of it came from our academy.
it's
No,
relative.
a lot of it came from our academy. You got to remember that. You're talking about Pep, yeah. He hasn't really invested in City's academy, bro. A lot of his stuff has been investment in outside bringing people in. If they never had no money, he wouldn't be over there. I promise you. So this thing with the charges that are coming their way, right? I can guarantee you, in his sight, he's just thinking, first of all, I don't want nothing to do with it. Secondly, you man ain't gonna have no coin, so I'm out of it.
But those charges
knows.
were before his time, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, still though, bruv. He's still, even if they are
the money that
this
he
up.
used, from what I remember, it wasn't the money that he used to spend. It was the players before his time. So his ones, I don't think his ones were the tainted ones.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not necessarily connecting those dots though, James. That's not the dots I was trying to connect. What I was trying to
Money
say was,
spent.
no, as in what he will have after the fact now. So, moving forward, Maresca's going to get this poison chalice and have probably his hands tied behind his back when it goes to the next couple of transfer windows if everything goes over the line. But look, I'm not going to dispute that. I like Pep as a manager. Just because he's over the blue side, City have never really been our rivals. It's always ever been, Liverpool and or Arsenal, to be honest, in terms of performing, head-to-head, entertainment, the fierceness on the pitch. We've never really had that with City. Okay, now they've kind of got some trophies and they can be recognised as, one of the big clubs in England and Europe, obviously. But it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a bit tainted just because, I don't know. I just don't rate them the same as you guys. Like as Arsenal and Liverpool. I just don't rate them in the same ilk. He's a good manager in general. City's irrelevant.
Okay.
Right, boy, that sounds like sour grapes to me.
It does.
That sounds real salty.
But it's always going to be because we're attacking Ferguson's legacy, so it's gonna be sour grapes. So
I just want to know, what did Pep do that? What did Fergie do that Pep didn't?
we use
What
the
do you mean?
academy. That's what we'll say.
Well, part of it is using the academy, bro. What you talking about?
Ah, cool. 'Cause
Investing into the local.
he rebuilt that Man City team a couple of times. You know, he's done a 4P. Fergie didn't do that. He done a treble. Fergie did that. Like
Fergie done a 4P if you want to count the community shield, but we won't do
No,
that.
four. It means 4 in a row, bro.
four champions,
titles in a row.
four titles in a row.
Oh, is that what you meant? Okay.
Yeah. So
It'll be one of those
He's
questions
good.
for later on.
Not great. He's good, not great.
That's sour grapes.
that's so.
They're both great managers.
Oh, man.
They're both great managers.
I get it. Arsenal won the league and you're not happy about it, so you're just gonna.
Bro, stop saying it, bro. It's happened one time, innit? One time in the last 20 years, bro. Stop saying it.
All right, cool.
But it happened.
Villa Park shake up. Let's go.
Move up. Villa Park shake up. Aston Villa 4-2 demolition of Liverpool. It was the biggest surprise until today.
What happened, James?
What's happened for most of this season? Like our records against the top 9, we've drawn one game against Arsenal. We've lost the rest against the top 9 in the Premier League.
Bruvs.
So what's happening all season is what's happened. I said, hey, we haven't lost the rest. We've drawn some of them. But we haven't won, apart from one game, which is appalling. It's surprising that we're still 5th in the table with a record like that against the top half of the table. So what happened? Disaster. Just disaster. A whole season just rolled into one. That was that game. We got back to 1-1, like we've done so many times this season. We've got back into games, and then we collapsed. Like we've done so many times this season. So it was good performance decent performance from our new starlet in Moa.
Yeah.
Rio played well. Obviously, he's 17, so he's gonna make poor decisions now and then and have little mistakes. But
No shade on him, though, bro.
yeah,
He's a good
he
player.
He was a highlight of the performance.
Mm-hmm.
His first 90 minutes in the Premier League, which was good, and he equaled the record of, or did he go past it, for Marco Owen as our youngest player to play that amount of games in a certain amount of games in Premier League. So listen, got a good future for us next season. I'm excited to see what we can see. Van Dijk had a good enough game, 2 goals.
Got a brace.
To help us. Other than that, Szoboszlai got 2 assists, but unfortunately for him, he's going to be known as doing the same thing as Stevie G.
Stevie G, bro, that was a horrible slip, man.
Yeah. People really captioned Stevie G up here and then Szoboszlai down here, both with their hands on the floor. But
Horrible.
at least his one won't be seen as much because it didn't mean much.
Yeah.
Like,
You weren't chasing the title.
Yeah. So
You just waited till COVID came and then you won it then.
Yeah. We won it.
All
I heard is you won it. That's all I heard. You won it. Villa, listen. Some people have said, "Oh, you lost to a Villa team that was focused on the cup final." We lost to a Villa team that was prepping for the final. That
Bro,
team they put out,
trust me,
was a team that they were using the final, and they were like, "Okay, cool. This is our dry run. We performed today, then we're ready for next Wednesday." That's the way I saw it. It wasn't a Tottenham performance.
That Villa team upset me because if they had played like that against Tottenham, Tottenham would be in the bottom half. Well, sorry, in the bottom 3, because they would not be having on the points that they're on. And because Villa played so awful, and against Liverpool they turned up. They turned up to play football. I've never the energy that they had. They just ran you over.
Yeah.
And they could have had more.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's funny? It was almost like the roles were reversed slightly because they played like how we have been used to seeing Liverpool play. Like they overrun you in every space. Every space they overrun you. And that was, it's weird because I didn't actually to see Liverpool getting dispatched like that. 'Cause I was like, what is going on over there? I know, like, why they play like this? Do they know they're trying to stay in Champions League places? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, luckily for you, obviously, the points around you have kind of maybe fallen in your favour. So, you know, you're not worried too much. You guys will still stay in your Champions League spot. Whether or not it's fourth or fifth is up
That's
for
not
debate.
fourth.
But
I can't see a finishing fourth.
So James, how do you feel about Salah's quote, his message?
He said the
Instagram.
right things, but at the wrong time. So he should have said it after the fact. But some people might say after the fact, then he's ruining legacy. If the game had been won by Bournemouth today, and we had to win, then that would have been a little bit more pressure on the players to win that game. Is he right? Yes, because that's what Liverpool fans want to see. We're not always going to get rock and roll football because there's only one club. There's other people that play a faster approach of football, that play high pressing, like Ariola, not Uli Hoeneß, Sebastian Hoeneß. Ironically, two of the managers that we're linked with, even though he's apparently staying, but two managers that we've been linked with. But the digs at Slot, I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary because his form, I don't think his form is down to Slot.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying, "Oh, Slot dropped him loads of times." He didn't drop him loads of times. He dropped him twice in that spell.
yeah.
He dropped him twice in that spell. That's not loads of times.
Both times, arguably, James, he wasn't in like form.
Yeah.
Like he'd had a bad game.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It was not like it was a petulant thing. He benched him because it was warranted.
we were in a bad. When he first dropped him, we were leaking goals like crazy, and he thought, "Let me stiffen it up a bit and make the right side a bit stronger." The error he made, okay, cool, not bringing him on against Leeds, but again, at the time we're winning. We were winning that game if it wasn't for silly mistakes. So I get his frustration. Listen, he's a winner, and he feels that he's done a lot, which he keeps saying. He's done a lot for Liverpool, and at Liverpool he loves the club. So was he wrong to say it? No. Was it wrong timing? Yes.
I think the message about rock and roll football or heavy metal football was unnecessary because you're talking about your previous manager, innit? You're basically saying I want Klopp back.
He chased out.
Yeah, I want him back, and I think that that would be like Man United when Moyes joined saying, "Oh, we want Fergie back," and I think you don't necessarily go backwards. You got to go forwards, innit? And maybe you want to say you want higher energy, you want more passion, you want the team to do more on the pitch, you want the right attitude, and you want the standards to be higher. But I don't think you call back to the old manager because it doesn't.
It's PR though, isn't it? He knows, and the PR people around him know that if he uses the Kloppisms, then fans will get behind him. They did a poll: 6% of fans were behind Slot. that was mad.
I hear that, but then what you're doing is you're creating you're not unifying it or galvanizing the fans. You're actually creating a rift. You're making things worse for the team. Yeah, it might need to be said, but it doesn't need to be said at that right time. And the words that you are saying are also important, and it's also going to have impact on the team. If they want Slot out, what will happen next season is that if he doesn't start the season and hit the ground running, then the murmurs are already going to start, and he's going to be onto a losing battle.
That was going to happen regardless. See, the other angle you can go at was he speaking to the owners and not the fans, because he's speaking on behalf of players who can't speak. Although some of them are thumbs up and like the post, but was he speaking to the owners and saying, "Listen, you need to get this guy out of here. I'm on my way out, but you got guys in this change room that don't want to play this kind of football. They're not happy. So you got to do something quickly." And was it a case of we can possibly get Alonso before because they don't know how close it is, Alonso and Chelsea signing. They could have thought, you know what, we're hearing it's almost done.
Yeah.
Listen, that could be very far fetched. That's just one of my thoughts, but I think he might have been speaking to the owners, because there was also quotes and stuff that the owners or one of our chief guys said, okay, cool, we're having a meeting. That meeting wasn't planned until Salah spoke.
Oh, it was reactive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
But
realized
these things
how.
happen though.
Yeah, they
These
realized
things
how
happen though,
bad
James, because the big names when they have a rock when they get a rock dashing in the ocean like that, they have to make a move to make it look like they're actually listening to certain signals that they're getting from outsiders.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you're in a position that you're going to potentially still be in Champions League. Yeah, I can't see that not happening. So you just need to now focus on next season. You got Aston Villa are going to be in Champions League, Arsenal, City, and United. So yeah,
Yeah, so you're right. We'll see how it goes. Signings, we'll talk more in later shows, but we need one or two centre midfielders. We need two wingers. We've got a centre back, but possibly another centre back, and we need a right back. That's a lot, considering we spent how much? Like 200 million after sales. That's a lot of money, a lot more money we need to spend. But we'll get onto that later. Old Trafford drama. Did you enjoy the game? You're shaking your head. You guys, you've got
VR
your
again, innit?
you got
VR
your
again,
fake
bruv.
what do you call it? Because apparently De Bruyne said that technically he's got 21 assists.
They took one off.
Did he actually? De Bruyne came out and said that.
Yeah, basically he said it previously. He didn't say it now.
Yeah.
So basically, he's got there's an interview with him saying that he had an assist that they took off him, but then when they did his 100 assists montage,
They
the
put it
assist
in
they
there.
took off him. That was the first assist they put in the montage.
Imagine
And how
that.
can it be part of his 100, but it's not part of his 21 for that season? So
Yeah.
technically, he's got 21 assists. But
Look, I think
No, according to the record,
I
book,
also
he doesn't.
watched.
yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It's a great achievement unless you're Roy Keane.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Roy Keane. I have to make him right. The message that he's conveying is that as a skipper, your individual accolades shouldn't mean nothing. Shouldn't be more than the actual club itself, or more than your squad. In fact, and when let's be honest, Mbeumo should have had a hat trick in that game, right? He could have had two in the first half and more before he went off. But ultimately, he should have had a hat trick minimum. And his shooting boots, I don't know where they've been. He probably left them on the plane coming back from AFCON, but he's just not been the same since, right?
They're in the Brentford change room, bruv.
Or that. I mean, look, he's not had a woeful season. It did take him a couple of games to get started. And then when he got started, we thought, all right, here we go. He's going to start moving now. And then he just fell flat again. Now, the way that Roy Keane kind of explained it is that as a skipper, in them moments when, yes, you've got an accolade that, maybe is a bit pressurized, you should be going and having a conversation with the guy that's been struggling for form when you are not struggling, and just making sure that he's mentally in the bag, because who knows, he might get another. But it's still a bit, this is why I'm saying the mentality needs to change slightly. We need that real stick of dynamite in the change room that is just going to shake things up and make everybody realize that, you know what, we've got competition for our places, which they'll find out in the summer. And, we can't afford to be cutting games close against teams like Nottingham Forest, who have had a woeful season in comparison to last year. Let's be honest. Yeah? They fell off a cliff.
They've had a woeful season, but their end to the season's been good, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I know. But when we're comparing it from last season, James, them man, they were at the top of the league for how long?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? They, performance-wise, they were in real competition. Yeah. And I think all three of us would have had one or two of their players in their team of the season, without a doubt. So this season, they're nowhere near that, and we are now emerging, and we're still struggling to really kind of punish them and put them to the sword. Yeah, right, we took 3 points. Cool. But yeah, man, I think we just need to reflect in the summer We've now got Carrick. I don't know if we've had a pod since Carrick's confirmed. So that's another thing to mention. That, Carrick's now confirmed as being, the head guy for United, which is brilliant. We've got now some kind of focus on a next step. So he can now look at who he wants to have in the summer, who he wants to keep, who he wants to get rid of, and, maybe look at taking, Miles Lewis-Skelly from Arsenal if they don't want him or something like that. I don't know.
Look somewhere else, bro, because he's not going to you.
He will never go Man United.
He's not going to United, bro. Nope. I mean, I think if you look at that game, it was a bit open. It was a bit end-to-end. United should have been out of sight in it. Eric Anderson's had a good game. 2 assists. Morgan gives White's goal. Take a bow, son. What a finish. And I think it's the end of the season game. Because what are you playing for? What are they playing for? They're just out there. Let's go play football. Let's entertain. And that's what they've done. And you've just come out. You've come away with a win. Albeit a bit fortunate, because I'm not sure if that goal that Cunha scored should have stood. And I think
they've apologised, so it shouldn't have stood.
No, it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. That was a poor decision again.
Do you know what I think with this handball thing? Yeah, I think they need to tweak it towards if it's a handball, if it hits a player's hand like that, regardless of whether they're not the one that scores it, it should be ruled out. If it's if it bounces up off somebody and it hits someone's hand and it looks accidental, then I can accept to a degree. Okay, he hasn't scored, so the goal stands. But you can't catch it, shoot, and then someone else shoots from your rebound, and you say, "Yeah, fair enough. It wasn't him that shot. That scored."
It's true.
That's madness. That's madness.
Yeah, it's true.
I think the rule. I get why they gave it, because I know that the whole thing is if you don't benefit from the handball yourself, then it's fine. But if that happens in the middle of the park, the ref's stopping it. If it happens just outside the box, he's not. He's stopping the game. He's not letting it continue. So that rule's a bit funny. It's a bit janky to me for that to happen. And then for them to say, "Oh well, yeah, the rule is because he never actually if he had scored, it wouldn't have counted." Yeah. But then the refs kind of said, well, he didn't score, and so he's kind of half followed the rules.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's madness.
They just tried to find loopholes, bruv. It was a handball. The whistle should have been blown, and Nottingham Forest should have had a free kick. That's what should have happened. So literally.
I don't get why it went to VAR, because they know the rules. As in,
bruv,
what's the point? If that
it's been happening all season.
Scored, why send him there? Say, okay,
James, it's been happening all season. And I think I said on a pod or even one of my post matches, by the way, guys, clip it up because I've done a post match on the United game as well. When the referees, so the referees this season for me have struggled to make really important decisions. They kind of wait for VAR and it's almost taking the power from them. And I feel like we're losing the fact that the official in the middle is probably the most important person in regards to making sure that the game is balanced. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Now, when we are in a situation where the referees in the middle are no longer that important and we're now waiting for VAR, imagine I'm running up to the ref and telling him VAR. What is that about? It makes no sense. But anyway, it is what it is. I think we'll be talking about VAR now until probably we'll have some more foolishness on the last day of the season. So long to Casemiro. Thank you for everything you've done at United. It's been ups and there's been some downs, but a farewell for him, and on to the next one.
Fair enough. I reckon he would have struggled next season, so he made the right choice. No, the one game a week helped him. Let's be real.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Yeah.
So it was able to bow out, not like Carragher wanted him to bow out.
No.
he bowed over his head held high.
Yeah, agreed. Amarim would have finished him.
He equaled the record, right? He equaled the record for headed goals, I think, for Man United. So
equaled it, yeah.
So, okay, cool. We move on to the late game today. Spurs had a chance to dead the relegation talk with a draw away to Chelsea, but let's be honest, even in their best of times, they don't beat Chelsea. So were we really... I know Chelsea have been in horrible form, but they visited Dr. Liverpool and regained some confidence. They looked better against Man City, and they looked better than Chelsea than Tottenham today. Tottenham weren't horrible, but they weren't good enough.
Brother, shooting blanks.
Yeah.
Hey, bruvs. Sorry. Remember last season when you lot asked me who had a better season, Arsenal or Tottenham, and I said I wouldn't swap places with them? And this is precisely why. Because where are they? In the same place they were last season, or slightly worse. And where are we? If you didn't know, we won the league today. So I'm just saying. I'm saying I want to swap.
I have the power to mute people, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Mugabe is in the house if you want to.
So I'm saying that like they are where they are because they are a horrible football team, and today they for Chelsea they made Chelsea look pretty decent. They scored a worldie, and that Andre Santos goal, huh?
The keeper, bro, come on, Kinski, what are you doing?
I feel that Andre Santos goal was worse from a defensive point of view. That's terrible. That's not what you're supposed to be doing if you're trying to escape relegation. And really, what did they need? All they need is a draw.
A draw,
and they're comfortable. And now they got to go at home to Everton. There's going to be pressure on that game,
brother.
It's still a draw, though.
So much.
They still only need a draw, though.
I know they need a draw, but
but
pressure. Yeah,
that's pressure at home where they've been awful, where they have stank, and then you got to hope that like Leeds aren't going to down tools against West Ham, who also at home. That's crazy, man. That's not a position that you want to be in on at this time of the season. I know that Spurs usually get a good result against Everton, but today when we did the predictions, I think that this year we would have thought it was a lot closer than in recent years against Chelsea because of how bad Chelsea have been. New interim manager who's pretty much a novice. You would have thought that Spurs might have got a result out of that game, especially with what's on the line, and I don't think they showed enough to get themselves out of the position that they're in.
No, you're right. They only started fighting when they got their goal.
Yeah.
When they got the goal, they got a bit more physical. They got a bit more front-footed, and look, I find it so interesting and so weird, and it must be annoying for managers. The amount of times, because it happened in the Liverpool game as well. The amount of times managers want to make subs to change the game, and while those subs are waiting to come on, you can see the goal that takes the game away from you pretty much.
Yeah.
They were there waiting to come on. It was only 1-0, and then the goal goes in. I think we were losing 2-1, and they were there waiting to come on. Salah and Co waiting to come on, and then went 3-1. But it's crazy how often it happens that your sub is just a bit too late, and I guess with Spurs, they've got so many attacking players that would make a difference. Out,
They're all injured.
yeah, like Tell, he tries his hardest, but he's still raw. He's still young. He's not ready to be in the Premier League starting week in, week out. Not that he has, but that's what they've needed from him. And you're not surprised you've had the ups and downs from Tell.
Colin Mawani's looked horrible, by the way, James. Oh my days.
But I think it's also playing right wing.
Confidence.
Isn't really his bag, though, is it?
Yeah, he's down the middle kind of guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's
Never
down the
been.
middle.
co-
I mean,
never
Madison.
been convinced by that guy.
Yeah, neither have I.
Madison came close to equalising.
Yes,
to be
great
fair, but he just took too long to pull the trigger. Way too
Fully
long to pull the
fit,
trigger.
ready. He probably
Maybe
even dummies him. He probably even dummies
Maybe.
him, lets him slide across, and then tries something else.
In the roof of the net.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, it goes down to the last game of the season in regards to the relegation battle. So that will be a good watch for us, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe not for everybody, but yeah.
Okay, so we'll speed through the last few games and then end up with our player of the weekend, or might call it almost a week. Player of the game week and moment of the game week. But before that, Brentford Palace, 2-2 draw, entertaining game. Palace showing that they weren't ready to lay down yet. Brentford, credit to them. The season they've had, you could argue manager, a candidate for manager of the
Keith
season.
Andrews up there.
Yeah, because listen, I had them getting relegated.
Yeah,
I said they
I
get
think
relegated.
we all did.
Yeah. So for him
Big up
to
Keith Andrews.
up until last week, they could have got Champions League football.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great season for your first season in management. VAR again for goals, and another new thing. Who knew that Adam Wharton can do somersaults, bro?
Bro, I was about to say the same thing. Who knew? Who knew Adam Walton did gymnastics?
Yeah, bro. So maybe he might be a bit more mobile than I thought if he comes to Liverpool. But
I think
no,
I do think that he should have done better though. Kelleher for the goal, for Wharton's goal. He kind of squirmed under him a little bit. But hey, fair play to scoring his first goal.
yeah. Glasner on his way out as well wants to go out, winning, not losing every week, which he's done all right with, and got a final to look forward to as well. Okay, so Toffees and Macam Euphoria. Everton, dismal run continued with a 3-1 home defeat to Sunderland. Great from Sunderland. You don't really see newly promoted teams often do as well as they have. They have had a dip recently, but it's been a fantastic season for them. And I can't remember, but I think they might be above Newcastle still. Robbie showing his strength. Who was the defender again?
Braithwaite.
No, was it Bramford or was it that one? I think it was, what's his name? Tarkowski.
King.
I think it's Tarkowski
Oh, of course.
on the floor. He's just too strong. He's a bully, Robbie. And Enzo Lafie, who was my little one for the season one to watch, because I've rated him for a little while through France under 21s. Be interested if he stays there or if he gets a move. I'm not sure if he's done enough to get moved to a bigger club quite yet, but you never know. And Wilson Isidore celebrated his call up with Haiti for the World Cup with a goal. So yeah, shock result, but good result. Ellen Road, late drama. This game was crazy. It looked like it was going to be a draw all over. What was the keeper doing? Like, I don't understand. Just stay in your goal, because centre back. Oh, I'm so late.
Van Hecker.
No, Van Hecker. It was captain.
Oh, I thought you meant talking about the pass back.
No, the pass back was bad.
Van
At the same time, the captain,
Dunk.
Dunk was there. He was there. Like, if the goalkeeper stays where he is, he has to beat Dunk and then take a shot. And what you've now done is let him run past both of you and pass an empty net. So,
I couldn't believe that.
yeah, credit to Calvert-Lewin. He's still fighting for that England spot. Will he get it? We don't know. But to lose that game in the 96th minute, and I think that put Europe in jeopardy for them as well. If they had drawn that game, I think they would have guaranteed Europe. So they have it now with that loss. So unlucky to them. Wolves, they were gone a long time ago. But at least, excuse me, 3, 2, 1. Wolves, they were gone a long time ago, but at least they got a draw. Wasn't another defeat. So another point away from being one of the worst teams in history. Anthony Robertson penalty. What do you think of the penalty?
Good pen.
And rightly awarded?
I'm not sure about that.
No.
No.
No, yeah, maybe a bit.
He kicks him though. It's soft, but he does.
So soft.
Mane does kick him.
Yeah, I know, man. But it's so soft, though, man. It's like, yeah.
No,
And then
Wait,
no, I was gonna say to you that they give that, yeah, but then they don't give the free kick for Mbeumo's handball. It's like, what?
So if
Make it make sense, bruv. The disparity is crazy.
if Mane was like Saliba, would you say that was a pen?
So I think it's a penalty, personally.
I'm talking to Lamont.
Oh, Lamont, okay.
Yeah, because it's only when it's.
I think it was soft, bro.
Alright, cool.
But Saliba's kick was bigger though. So we're here. Saliba kicked through him like. But yeah. All right, cool. Last game, Magpies miracle. Finally finding a bit of form. Boy,
West
Asula.
Ham.
I know you're thinking because you hate for Tottenham.
No, this,
You hate for Tottenham.
how,
Well,
how,
West
how can
Ham
you throw
should
it
be
away?
going there to win, bro. I think we've had this conversation before. Even though I'm having deja vu, might be deja vu. But West Ham shouldn't be going to Newcastle and winning, bro. They shouldn't be. Newcastle should be burying them every day of the week, bro. And good goal, finally, after a while from Voltemada. William Asuda doing his Michael Jackson impression. Again, Keane, not impressed. You've been rubbish all season. And you're going to celebrate like that. And it looked like, what's his name, wasn't impressed either. He's captain. Former captain. The right back, Trippier, wasn't too impressed because the look he gave him after doing it. But come on, let these guys live, man. He's young. He doesn't score that many goals. He probably watched the movie, so he wanted to celebrate. So allow him. But yeah, 2 good goals. But the goal of the game was Tati Castellanos' goal. What a goal.
Yeah, it was a good finish.
What a goal,
Yeah, it was
what
a
a
good
finish.
finish. Yeah, very good finish.
So that is it for the roundup for this week. We have one more to go on Sunday because it's the last day of the season, where I'm not sure if you've heard, someone might be getting a trophy at Crystal Palace, but we'll probably switch off by then. So we move on. Player of the game week. So we are on to Bevan again.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Player of the game week. He had a good game, and he equaled the assist record, even though he was trying hard to do it. And I'm gonna give it to Bruno.
You're gonna give it to Bruno. Oh
Yeah,
You know, Bevan is such a piece of work. You know that. Do you know how much I genuinely don't like you right now? Don't call me tomorrow. Don't even call me. Don't call me. I don't want to speak to you tomorrow. Don't even message me, bruv. I swear to you. Right. Anyway, am I next?
yeah.
All right. Cool. Player of the game week. Oh, mate. Arsenal fans, man. Oh, gosh.
I don't know. What did I do wrong?
Yeah. All right. So the player of the game week for me is gonna be this one's a tough one. I'm gonna give the player of the game week to Morgan Gibbs White, and that's solely because after getting 20 stitches in your face, the way he was playing is like he was a man possessed. He was all over the place. Do you know what I mean? So I respect him. I've always liked Gibbs White anyways, a quality player. So yeah, I'm going to give it to him.
It's a tough one for me as well. But I'm probably going to have to give it... I don't like the housery. He's a bit cheeky with his comments about Liverpool's back line and how easy they are to get at. But I'm going to give it to Watkins. 2 goals, fighting for the England spot. He run Kanate a bit ragged. But to be honest, that hasn't been hard this season. Yeah, should have had a hat-trick. Some say he should have got sent off for getting a yellow card for playing on when the whistle was blown and then doing the same thing again later on. But to his credit, the whistle hadn't gone. To be fair to him, the whistle hadn't gone. So, yeah, I'll give it to him. So, moment of the game week. What is your moment of the game week?
It's got to be Kroupi's goal, isn't it?
Yeah, for you, of course it will be.
That's got to be the moment of the game week for me, boy. Well, what a goal!
It was.
All right, moving on. So my moment of the game week. How did Arsenal win the league, bro? My head is just all up. James, can we just cut all of Bevan's bits out and just have me and you on the show? Is there a way of doing that? Take his whole soundtrack out. Oh my gosh. Guys, all the subs and anybody new watching, please comment. I beg you, because it's been a tough year for us, and Arsenal won the league.
It's been tough.
I want
ain't gonna lie.
I want to hear everyone's opinion on this season, man, because it's been one of them. All right, cool. Moment of the game week. It's got to be when Bruno got his 20th assist. Although I did talk it up earlier on and say, for me, it's not really how he celebrated it. I just wouldn't. I expect better from a captain, especially of my club. But I understand how much he wanted it. And, you know, it's an accolade. So I guess, I'll give it to Bruno.
Do you know what I find weird about that? I would have thought he'd have done that if he'd like beaten it, not to equal it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you actually hold it on your own, you've beaten the record. So I guess he's still record holder. He's equaling it. But
Just on that though, James.
Yeah.
I feel like because he had 4 opportunities before the one he actually got, I feel like that was more relief than anything. I feel like if he got the early one, I don't know if he would have celebrated it like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just how I read the situation. Because afterwards, mate, if you saw the way he was beating the ground when Mbeumo missed the chance, he was beating the ground like that was a cup final.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like, what's
someone
wrong with this guy?
who's in bad form as well. What are you showing to your teammate?
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but anyway, your moment of the week.
See, I can't bring myself to give it to him. So it's a tie between Kroupi and the goal of the weekend, which was Tati's goal.
Tati's goal was decent.
So, but it doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does.
So Kroupi's one did. So they tie. Kroupi and Tati, they tie for moment of the weekend. Anyway, if Bevan can stop laughing and smiling and being so joyous for a few more minutes, we will continue with the predictions before he goes out and celebrates with the rest of the Gooners on this terrible day. But yeah, predictions. We've got Daryl's, we've got Leon's. So we'll go with Bevan first, then I'll put Leon's in, then I'll go, then I'll put in... No, I think I'll go first, then Leon will go. Then Lamont, you'll go, then Daryl will go last. So, games are Brighton versus Man United. Then you've got Liverpool versus Brentford. Then we've got Palace versus Arsenal and Spurs versus Everton. So, Palace first. No, sorry, Brighton first. So, Brighton first.
Brighton, Man United. I'm going to go 1-1.
Okay. I am going for 2-0 to Man United.
I'm going 2-0 Man United.
Oh, you're too early. But anyway, you're too early. Don't worry. It's cool. Leon has gone for 1-1. And you've gone to say yours again?
2-0 Man United.
Hey, okay. And then Daryl has gone for 2-1 Man United. So, the next game, Liverpool versus Brentford.
2-1 Liverpool.
I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. Leon has gone 3-1 Liverpool.
I'm going to go 2-2.
And Daryl has gone 2-1 Liverpool. Next game is Crystal Palace versus Arsenal.
I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
I'm going 2-0 Arsenal. Leon has gone 2-1 Arsenal.
I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
And Daryl was also going 2-1 Arsenal. So hopefully you keep a clean sheet and I get the points.
That's wild.
It is very wild. So the last game of the game week and the last one, we have Spurs in the in the relegation hunt. They need a draw. So what are you giving them?
2-0 Everton.
Okay.
Oh, Bev, you're bang out of order, bro.
What do you mean?
You're going to get trolled.
I'm going 1-1. I'm going for 1-1.
I think it's going to be a draw.
And Leon has gone with 2-1 to Spurs.
That's wishful thinking.
Your score?
I'm gonna go 1-1.
And Daryl's also gone 2-1 to Spurs.
That's wishful thinking, mate. They don't think they generally feel like they're gonna beat Everton.
They can. Everything don't travel well.
I just want to say something before we finish the pod, right?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of weeks ago, you lot asked me if I think Arsenal are going to win the league, and I said yes, and Lamont laughed at me. And don't think I didn't see you laugh at me, because it's on video of you laughing as I said it. So if you think I'm unbearable, just remember when you laughed at me for winning the league. Just remember when you laughed at me. All right? Yeah.
But
Championes, championes. Ole, ole, ole.
Guys, I need your permission right now. So in the comments, if Bevan does get unbearable, am I allowed to mute him?
yes,
I do have access to mute him. So in the comments, just let me know if he gets unbearable on the last show next week. Give me your thumbs up to mute him. Yeah, I want at least 2. If I get 2 thumbs up, then
No. We're going higher than that. We want to see a strong return on this, bro. We want to see at least 5 thumbs up. In the comments, though, it can't just be a thumbs up. It's
it
a
has to be in
thumbs
the
up
comments.
the video,
Comments.
but it has to be a thumb in the comment as well.
And listen, if you don't want to hear from him, we can mute him for the whole show. It's all right.
Wait, 20 thumbs up for that. 20, and Bevan just has to sit there. He can't say a word.
just be doing this for the whole show,
Bro. If you see me with a t-shirt that says champions on it, then then that would be me being a real villain, isn't it?
As long as it has ACP on it as well, then it's allowed. If it doesn't have ACP on it too, then you can't be making your own ones without putting us on it too. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, we've come to the end of the show, guys. We've done our player of the game week. We've done our moment of the game week. Let us know yours. Do you agree with ours? Did we miss out on somebody? We've done our predictions. Do you agree with the predictions? And who do you think is going to win? In the comments. Leon and I are both on 101. Lamont is on 99. And Daryl is on 96. So it's still doable for Daryl to win it if he gets... But in fact, a lot of you guys have the same scores. I think I'm the only one that actually switched it up.
No, I've got 2 scores that are a bit different.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got 2 scores that are different, so that could bury me or put me on top.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know. But it's been a fun show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share, and also hit that notification button. This has been fun. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.